What is going on YouTube? It is Shifu Stew. We are a day late, but absolutely not a dollar short. So apologize for the day late upload. Had some issues and they were not technical, unless you consider technical issues making a card work on the ladder, because today we're looking at Gengar EX. Man, I love this Pokemon. I have been a Gengar fan since I first picked up the games as a little kid. I'm in love with what it is, right? It is a goofy little ghost guy with the Cheshire Cat smile. He's chunky. We love chunky Pokemon on this channel. A lot of things are good for Gengar. What's not good for him is his state in the meta. So, it took me a lot of time to find a deck that actually made me feel like Gengar had a place there. So I went all the way into my depths of this cranium and asked myself, what is Gengar at face value? Well, he's ghost and poison type. Okay. Isn't there a group of Pokemon that are kind of about mischief and dark and poison? And don't they have a certain sense of loyalty to each other? And that's what led me to today's deck list, the Loyal 4, right? So shout out to one of my viewers and closer friends in the community and the description of today's video. Gengar was always a part of the Loyal 4. You just couldn't see him because Okidogi's shoulders are too daggum big. So guys, the deck is super fun. Is it the best deck out there? Absolutely not, right? We're going to look at a Toadscruel deck Wednesday that is just snapping compared to this Gengar deck. But there's a lot of fun tech in here, right? It's a ton of twos, right? So we want to make sure that we have the Okidogi. We've got the Munkidoris for Adrena Brain. We've got the Pecharunt to shift things around since we're dark types. We do have the Fez, because you will be getting KO'd at some point. It is Pokemon. That's going to happen. And then I do think it's important to mention that we have the regular baby Gengar. This is the non-EX Gengar. And you might be asking me, Stu, why would you run the Nightgate Gengar when you already have two Pecharunts in the deck? Well, viewer, as always, what a fantastic question for you to ask during the deck list evaluation. We're running this Gengar because it's not guaranteed that Pecharunt is going to be there really late game. But beyond that, guys, take a look at our attackers, right? Okidogi, we're attacking with. We're not attacking with Morpeko. We are attacking with Gengar EX. We are not attacking with Munkidori. We have to have a non-EX Pokemon that can take down the likes of Mimikyu, right? We know Feralligatr's hot right now. We know people are trying to build Noivern and Golisopod switch decks into a Mimikyu. It makes sense to just pack a Gengar that we can use when our Loyal 4 can't get through. Now, Gengar EX is really powerful with Gnawing Curse if you can get a couple down. Every time your opponent attaches an energy card from their hand to one of their Pokemon, you place 2 counters. Now, I do want to make it clear this doesn't apply to Crispin, because Crispin actually attaches from your deck and then places a card into your hand. So that one gets around it. Let's see. The Electric Generator is going to get around this Gengar damage. But things that aren't going to get around Gengar. Ogerpon takes the damage. Huge against Ogerpon decks. Natu and Xatu, they take the damage. And in fact, you might just get some concedes really early on. If you're playing against the new Slow King, Slow Bro deck with Xatu, this Gengar just takes off, right? If you have 2 of them down, every time they're using that Xatu, they're taking 40 damage on whatever they placed, right? And the goal here is to go second, get out Okidogi, right? We're running the Precious Trolley, so ideally we are in there on the trolley, hitting it. Let me get out of the edit real quick and just go down here. We do have the Precious Trolley. We have the Ultra Balls to search our Gengars. We have the Rare Candies. Okidogi is powering himself up We've got Janine's secret art in case we need to get more energy onto Gengars for switch plays. Guys, of course, we're running the Binding Mochis. We do have the rescue board. You again might be asking yourselves, why do you have rescue board when this deck seems to be able to switch freely? It's because if you open up with Fezandipiti and you can't get your hands on a Pecharunt, you've got to get Fez out of the active, right? That's not a great open, but it's bound to happen sometimes. It's a card game. We're going to draw poorly at times, right? Just pretty standard ratios down here past that. We're running double boss just because it's always nice to have a boss on hand. We are running the 2-2 Poffin and Nest Ball. Guys, you have to have backups. Even if you're playing Precious Trolley, which if you guys saw and if you guys keep up with Chef Husky, he recently dropped a Toxicity video with all the baby mons in it using Precious Trolley. Hilarious combo in there about Precious Stroller, which is probably what I'm going to call it for the rest of my life. So we've got the Precious Stroller in there to bring our babies out. You know, the deck is simple. There's not a lot to it. There are 11 basic energies in here because when you start doing the math and you start asking yourself, what happens when I attach 3 to Okidogi? Well, that leaves me with 8 left over. 8 left over means hypothetically I could pop off with 3 Gengar EXs and a standard Gengar. Means that I could use 4 Gengar EXs. And let's not forget that Pecharunt EX has a killer attack on it for late game sweeping, right? I mean, if they've gotten 5 prize cards and they're down to the end, let's say they have 1 prize left, you have 2. Irritated Outburst is hitting for 500 damage. Don't sleep, or I'm sorry, 300 damage with 5 prize cards. Don't sleep on it because we can always get the Pecharunt late game. And then as well, we've got a 40 damage boost on almost all of our attacks with the Binding Mochi, right? So that's why we've got the 11 to keep a lot of energy in our deck after we've hit with the Okidogi. However, it's not necessary to run 11. You could likely run 10 of the energy and still get away with something like maybe a POW pad, maybe a gear in there, maybe even your 4th Binding Mochi if you're, uncomfortable with the idea of prizing 2 and only having 1 remaining. The thing about that thought process though, guys, and I don't know if anyone else out there experiences this, I get into a deck building lock a lot of times where I ask myself, well, what if I prize this card? Then wouldn't I need X, Y, and Z to replace it in my deck list? That's not true, right? Yes, we have the backup Poffin, the backup Nest Ball in case we prize Trolley, but we're not going to just run the 4th Mochi here in fear of prizing 2 of them. If we prize all 3 Mochis, that sucks, right? That's unlucky. 3 of our 6 prize cards are a crucial tool, but we're going to get one of those Mochis back sooner than later, right? Let's say we did prize a Mochi. Well, if we take a 2 prize Pokemon, we have a 1 1/3 chance of pulling that Mochi back out right there. So, don't get caught up in that side of deck building too heavily, right? Try to focus on what your combos are. Make sure that you have the speed to get it done, and make sure that you have the ways to get around things like a Budu, right? We're not worried about Budus because Okidogi doesn't need item cards to get going, right? With Okidogi EX, which, by the way, this card art, fantastic. I had to make a new account when I started up this channel. I had a lot of account issues. We can dive into that story another time, but I pulled these Okidogi cards because I invested in Shrouded Fables, right? I'm a huge Dusknoir fan, huge fan of the Loyal 3 in general, and I was very happy that I went the Shrouded Fable route. Not only did I, get a ton of tokens to be able to build these decks for you guys, but just look at this card art, man. It's no surprise that his shoulder blades were blocking Gengar out of view. But that's it, right? Gengar is the 4th member of the Loyal 4, and we're going to show him off today with Gengar EX, Baby Gengar, alongside some heavy hitters like Okidogi. And when we take damage, we'll clean it up with Munkidori, right? That's the goal. So let's go ahead and get in there. Let's show how the lines work. Hopefully we get some great matches. And guys, appreciate everything you've been doing, watching the videos, sending the likes, throwing the subscribes. Clearly people have been sharing the channel with their friends, and I cannot thank you enough. That is how this thing works, so let's keep it moving. I am stoked to be bringing 2 videos this week, and Wednesday with Toad's-Cruel is a banger as well, so guys, just stay tuned. I'll catch you in the games. You guys know what it's gonna be. It's gonna be heads. It's gonna land on heads. Come on, wait. Allow me to apologize to my viewers for lying to you that it would not land on heads, but I would like to argue that we've seen this coin land on heads at least 50% of the time. Oh, and they pick first. Oh, yes. Video starting off strong. We actually have the Arven as well, so that's nice. I mean, there's not a chance they donk us, right? 4 days left on ladder. Do we think people are going for Terapagos cloth donks to get their Arceus? Clearly we didn't play the Fez. I'm a fan of holding the Fez. That is a play I stand by. Maybe we should not have done that here, right? I am looking at this now, asking myself, hey, okay, hold on. Maybe we're okay here, right? It's just the Munkidori. Let's see what happens. A hard pass from Garaffa Surgical, but that's kind of what we needed. So here we'll hit the Arven, and there it is. The beautiful Precious Stroller sitting right there. Go ahead and grab our Binding Mochi. Guys, we don't need the rescue board in this matchup because we did manage to get the Pecharunt trolley combo. And so here we just go ahead and fill up everything we could ever need. Oh, no. Oh, I thought instead of Monkey, Oh, okay, so I meant to click a Morpeko there. But something tells me that's not the end of the world, actually, right? Because here, check this out. We're going to Subjugating Chains our way into an Okidogi. We're going to drop an energy on him. Slap the Binding Mochi on. And we're just going to go for Poisonous Musculature, right? So this stacks up our Okidogi. And guys, when I first found this, for starters, a mini story time here. I really wanted to release a video yesterday on Gengar. But I also want you guys to know that I'm not going to put out videos of decks that feel bad to play. Right? There's no point in promoting that for my audience. I do not want you to spend resources on a deck because you saw me edit a video of 3 good wins, put it together. No, I don't want that, right? I want it to be that every deck I put out, you guys are aware of why I'm putting it out, and it makes sense to do it. I do want to note that we packed the Baby Gengar for this exact matchup. So guys, really important things happening here, okay? He is going for the Evo on the monkeys. It would have been cool if we had like a bosses right here. But we're in a pretty solid position. Yeah, here's where we probably want to go ahead and just do the rare candy. We can Janine next turn. We don't have to. Oh, this is tough, right? All right, let's start with the Arven. Let's grab our rare candy and let's grab our Binding Mochi. Just keep the rescue board in deck. There is a chance he puts us in a weird position where we need it. Here we're going to go ahead and rare candy onto a Gengar. And now we're going to put a basic energy over here on Gastly. with a Binding Mochi. You might be asking yourself, well, that's a really weird flex. Why would we do that? It's because we need to prepare ourselves to potentially kill a Munkidori, or a Mimikyu, my apologies. But for now, we'll just go ahead and go Chain Crazed. Drop 600 damage on Munkidori. My God. Alright. So this was expected. Now the lockout begins. This is a great first game to be going against. This is a matchup I was a little bit worried about. But we are already Gengar'd up. Maybe I could have held off, right? Maybe I could have just gone straight for the baby Gengar and played a much safer game here. But again, I mean, he's just going to have to keep swapping into the Mimi. So there's 20 on the Crocodile. Now it's a Feralligatr. Drops both capes down already. We love to see that. Does he have the rescue board, though? He does not have the rescue board. Okay. So that's good to know he doesn't have the rescue board. Here we're going to go ahead and Janine's. We're going to slap one on Gastly, one on Gengar. So, here's the wild thing about this deck, guys. We are not going to Ultra Ball here. We are just going to hit Subjugating Chains. We are going to bring Gastly to the active, poisoned with Mochi. And here comes the suffocating gas on Mimikyu. We don't even need the baby Gengar, right? He didn't use a cape on the Mimi, which is why we wanted to see him play double cape on the backline. So he will be able to search for a Mimi. That's fine. We know it's coming. But we can also handle this. There's a Dark Energy onto the Monkey. We'll get some damage off there. You'd think he would have Feralligator'd so that he could have placed 30 damage somewhere. But, you know, each to their own. Play your own game. Interesting that he would counter catch back in our Okidogi. Does he want us not poisoned? Oh. Okay. Okay. It's a shame you cannot research now. But he did stop our poison, so kudos to him. We'll see what happens here. Likely he just swaps out maybe into a Totodile. Yep, right into the Totodile as expected. So here we'll go ahead and just place an energy on Munkidori. Let's grab it off of our Gastly. And we'll start targeting the Relicanth. I don't see a reason not to target the Relicanth. We get a free KO here on the Oki. I could play 2 energies down. We're at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That leaves us with 2 remaining. I mean, that thins the 2 out of our deck, though, right? So we'll just go ahead and grab them from our deck. Start building our board. We know where we want to end. And we'll go ahead and hit the Chain Craze. Just take out Totodile, right? This brings us down to 3 prizes. Guys, we're in a great spot against a really powerful deck right now. This is why I took an extra day to ask myself, is this really how I want this deck to work? And it wasn't before, right? I didn't have this whole Loyal 4 concept together. And I'm just super happy with it today. I really am. The Lana Zeta is scary. Wow. This is, yeah, the Mimi is back. We are pretty much in full rotation here. The good thing here, though, is I don't think he's running triple cape. I don't think he can KO Okidogi. And if he lands himself on Mimikyu, then we still get to kill it with the Gastly. So we'll see what happens here, guys. It's a tough game. It is a tough game. Does he go Giant Wave? He probably goes Giant Wave. Yep. That's a good play. You gotta respect that. On the bright side, he can't use Giant Wave again. Oh, wow, we get the Fez play. What a top deck, guys. Wow, okay. Yeah, alright, guys. So, game one, just an absolute banger, okay? They knew what was happening. This is not control Gengar. This is loyal for Gengar. We want prizes, and we want them now. Let's get into game two. Hey guys, game two, we're doing the norm. Always call heads on the channel here. Man, game one was a banger. It was a short one, but it was a short one because of decisive prowess, right? When they saw that we could KO their Mimikyu just with a Gastly holding Binding Mochi, I mean, listen, we prepped the Gengar baby for it. We don't even need the baby Gengar. We just went off right there. So slap down the Okidogi. Guys, this potentially could be around here where we don't have the Arven Trolley play, so we might have to start looking for a really safe way to go about this. It is going to be Miraidon. Okay. Opened up with a Latias and a Raikou. Wow. It's a great first hand. Someone tell me in the comments down below after this is... Well, okay, I'm not used to Miraidon running Ogerpon, but... Are these decks running one-off Raikous, or are they running two Raikou Vs? I actually don't know the list well enough. Here we have the zero... Oh my god, what is happening? With an Ancient Booster, this is Raging Bolt. This is the new Raging Bolt list hitting Japan City League. Respect. Great first turn. Wow. Wow, great first turn, man. That's about everything you can ask for. So... The Pecharunt's cool here, guys, but we really need to get into a Gengar. They have the Ogerpon, right? We can see the writing on the wall. Again, Fez is to be held in hand, but we are not going to hold Fez in hand this game. We are going to play our Fezandipiti. We're going to throw down a basic right here. I wanted Janine's, but I think we need to hold. We're just going to go ahead and grab our two energies and throw them on Okidogi. Unless he KOs Okidogi next turn, we are taking a knockout. We've got the Chain Crazed. And we're going to have a Gengar sitting behind Okidogi, ready to go. If we lose the Oki, we can Night Stretcher the energy and then activate Janine. So, one of those weird moments that you're going to hold a Janine in the backline. You're going to hold it in your hand and bide your time a little bit. Wow, we have to get this freaking Gengar online, man. He's moving through this deck right now. Yeah. But where's the Raging Bolt? Where is it? I'm sure he's drawing into it this turn. He has unbelievable draw. 1, 2, 3 per turn. Lil Peep Zan. Okay. Big SoundCloud guy. Wait. Guys, you can't do that. If you're playing Ogerpon, you cannot play that way. That is tough. That is really tough, guys. I don't think you can do that, right? Because now we get the KO. I just don't get that at all. I mean, we'll take it. It's last 4 days of ladder. You know, people are feeling crazy. Wow, and there's the Munkidori with the energy. We are going to die just passing to us, which is unfortunate, but we know that we get to Gengar. We didn't Gengar last turn because we actually need to hold materials. Them losing 3 energy right there was just crux level damage we dealt to them. We took the crux out of their bridge, gentlemen. That's maybe a new phrase on the channel. We took their crux. I don't know. My God, he has so many ogre Pops. Yeah, we get it. Come on, come on. Is he attacking with Lightning Rondo? What's going on this game, man? I know what this deck is, but he just can't find a bolt? Huh. I guess he just can't find a bolt, man. I don't know. I don't know. But what I do know is that we can send both of these. We can grab Gengar EX, Rare Candy, Munkidori. We don't need to double Janines because Fez doesn't deserve it. I mean, we'll take it. We'll see what they can do, though. Can they respond? We've got 220 next turn with Monkey. If they attack, we've got... we're fine. We have 310 HP. We're Gengar. Oh. He's looking to survive the tricky steps. Oh, man. If he attacks, he loses, right? If he doesn't attack, maybe he does survive with 10 HP. We'll see. So with 9 Curse putting energy on the bench, if anybody wants to go and tech this theory out, be my guest. I was trying to cook up a way to fit the... I can't remember which Sableye it is, but it's got a really math-heavy attack where you can move as many damage counters as you want from their bench to their active, which I was really thinking about doing. But I just think that the Loyal 4 makes so much sense. Here's a third Okidogi, or Ogerpon, coming to the bench. No, it's the Latias. Okay. Let's see what happens here. What is Lacey doing again? Am I tripping? Shuffle your hand in deck, draw 4 of... Oh, okay. Yeah. Good for them. Wow, we are at 4 Ogerpons. What the heck is happening here? Wow. Oh, you should have Bravery Charmed the Raikou, buddy. I guess he gets 4 Seal Stone. I don't know. This is clearly not Raging Bolt, despite having everything with Raging Bolt. But if you don't have a single Raging Bolt by 25 cards left in your deck, then this is some weird off-meta Ogerpon Raikou. I don't know, man. It feels like Bolt, but it's not. If he doesn't attack with Raikou, he's in a great position. If he does attack with Raikou, he loses. Energy switch. Bring the Ogerpon out. Okay. I mean, it's still 4-2 in prizes. Things. Oh my god. What? Just the free 40? Okay. For sure. For sure. Screw it. Let's just trolley. Give me my Okidogi and my Gastly. Go ahead and move 3 from Gengar. And we'll go ahead and place 200. So we will go ahead and just put a grass energy onto Latios so that he has to put a grass onto this Ogerpon, right, guys? Gengar EX can be so maniacal, right? If you made it to this point in the video and you're watching this horrible decision of either I place an energy on Ogerpon and lose the game, or I retreat with Ogerpon and bring someone new in and have to energize them and lose the game, put something in the comments. Let them know that you saw the loyal lock, the double LL cool lock. That was awful. I won't apologize for it, but that was awful. Here's the Rondo. I expect it. That's fine. Boss the Oki? No way, dude, right? No way. I mean, guys, loyal 4. It is what it is. Boom. Munkidori, part of the loyal 4. Send them to the Shadow Realm. Take their soul. Beat them with Winged Dragon of Ra. My goodness. I'll catch you guys in Game 3. I can't even make this up. Game 3, we got Lil Peep Zan again. Lil Peep Zan, if you find this video on YouTube, please comment. This is the matchup that we really wanted. Let's see, though. Let's see if they're still playing the Feralligatr. Or if maybe we made them swap off the Gator. No way, right? That really kind of sucks. Actually, no, it doesn't. Oh, no, guys, this is... That's so crazy, because I even just took a break. But, all right, here's the proof in the pudding. Can we beat the Raging Bolt? Okidogi. Yeah, we'll trolley. It's our best bet here. Double Gastly, single Morpeko, Munkidori. Slap them all down. Bring Munkidori to the... Oh, sorry, Okidogi to the active. Lay down our dark energy. And we'll go ahead and poisonous musculature. Let's get stacked up. Guys, we really don't want to see a bosses next turn. But I'm not too worried. I don't foresee Bellowing Thunder coming for us on a kill shot here. Yeah, we should have slapped the Mochi down. That's on me. That's a misplay. But really cool that in this video set we're getting to play the same player twice, and it looks like they actually have a really great starting hand this time. So just goes to show you never know what you're going to get until you play the match. He is going to put the Raikou in. Gonna go for the fleet-footed. Okay. We'll see what we can make happen. I mean, guys, we have the Gengar Yeah, I really like what's happening here. So we Rare Candy into a Gengar off the rip. Let's go ahead and put the energy onto the Dory. Janine's the Gengar and the Gastly. Slap one apiece on each. And guys, we have so much energy in this deck that we can afford to Munkidori and still endgame attack with Pecharunt while having the entire stretch of mid-game just be dominated by Gengar, right? So we're going to open up with the Munkidori, drop in both of these energies on the Raikou. And then, why would we have done that, actually? I guess we should have... Well, no, it doesn't matter. Just drop the 260 on the Raikou. Take our 2 prizes. I mean, this is a solid deck right now, guys. This deck we're playing against, Raging Bolt Ogerpon, is popping off in Japanese city leagues right now. I'm pretty sure it just won a city league that I was looking at where the second place deck maybe was... I don't quite remember which list I was looking at. I've been looking at a ton of city league decks. Oh no, that's what it was. The city league where Toad's Cruel, I pulled that deck list from. The winning deck was a Raging Bolt deck list, just like this, right? So very cool to see that we are actually managing to handle some of the best decks in the format right now. There's Gnawing Curse doing what it does best. We love to see that. Bravery coming on the Latias. The Lively Stadium's helping us out on the Oki. Guys, it's 260 with Okidogi. We win this matchup mathematically. Oh my god, it's just crazy. Munkidori, we just continue to just spam them with damages. And then bam, 260 with Chain Craze. We don't even need the Mochi because we have the Munkidori. Loyal 4. Loyal 4. My god, we might just have to put 4. Yeah, alright. Hey, Lil Peepsan, we'll catch you in the next game. Thank you for being a part of the video today. And guys, let's get into game number 4 because why not? Okay, guys, game number 4. Because we played Lil Peepsan twice today in the same video, absolutely walloped twice. But that's a hard matchup for them, man. We have the math numbers for all of their mons, right? Even with the Lively Stadium, even with the Bravery Charms. I mean, what they're really doing is giving our Okidogi more opportunities to pop off. I don't love this one. I don't love this opener. Oh my. The Regidrago, guys. Here we go. This is where things could get tough, right? Because we are not playing traditional Gengar, right? We don't have any of the handheld fans, which Drago gets pretty scared of Gastlys and Gengars because if you can move that fire energy off, the deck usually only runs, I think, 2 to 4 fire energy. Some lists run 3 fire energy in Drago because they're that confident that they can cycle it around. Well, the thing about Gengar with the handheld fan is that you get to move 2 energies per turn, not discard, right? So we get still moving energy. We are Gengar. But we don't have the handheld fan to also then move another one on their attack. It's, you know, it's going to be a game for sure. Let's see what we can make happen. We might just have to Ultra Ball this game. Send the Mochi and the Gengar, grab the Okidogi, and set ourselves up. Right? Because if we can Okidogi and then get a Gengar out, we're gonna beat... Oh my god, guys, that's huge. We still want to send these two. We're not getting rid of his tower. We don't have the ability to get rid of his tower, right? Yeah, so we need to go ahead and grab the Gastly. It sucks. I get it. Just move the Morpeko, grab the Dogi, and charge him up. There's an argument to be made that we should, instead of grabbing Gastly, we should have grabbed Munkidori. For this exact reason of Regidrago V-Star popping off, because now he gets to Swinging Sphene. Or he'll just gear a V-Star. He'll probably Swinging Sphene. He'll likely Regidrago, yeah. Here's where he kills the Gastly. Rest in peace. Does he have the double energy switch? Wait, he might not have double switch. I didn't even think about this. Guys, if he doesn't have double switch and we get the Haunter down, oh my god, we actually... So, double-edged sword, right? That's huge for us. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough that he Ionos into double switch. That's actually incredible that he Ionos into double switch. Wow. That's almost unbelievable that he Ionos into double switch. Tinka Tink. Pfft. Better than me. For sure better than me. Hey, Dogi's still a big boy. We're not out of this yet. Guys, we've got 11 dark energy. If we draw one. Wait, he Chironed? I'm looking over at my OBS like I'm looking at you guys right now. What? Guys, we're so in. We're so in because of that. Wow, that is tough. That is tough news. Go ahead and Precious Trolley. Grab Fez. Grab Monkey. Grab Gastly. Guys, this is... Everything is banking on this. Yes! Yes, we hit it. Basic energy on the Monkey. Oh my god, guys. This is insane. Now we're still hitting for 260. Put the Binding Mochi on the Gastly. Rescue board the Fez. Hold. Absolutely hold. Chain Craze to take out the Regidrago. And we're tied up on prizes. Wow. So even with like the nuttiest Iono I've probably ever seen, because we have Fez in the deck, because we have the Trolley engine in the deck, because we have so many energies, we were able to make this happen. And now we're in a really good spot, right? So very likely, he's going to take out Okidogi with the Ogre Pawn. Teal Dance, attach a Grass from hand, and we're going to be losing the Dogi. That's fine, because we're going to be bringing out the Gengar EX. And we're going to be hitting really hard, guys. We have the Munkidoris. We have the Gengar. Everything is going to be looking good, okay? Let's see what we can make happen here. Yep. We expect to see the Myriad Leaf Shower. That's normal. He's running out of cards, man. Here comes the Fire Energy. Sends the Pult. Okay, that's fair. What if he has his last two E-switches and manages to laser attack me? Nah, there's the Myriad. Okay. So he does take double prizes there. We go Gastly. It still feels good, right? So I Ultra Ball, send the Poffin, send the single Gastly. Go ahead and grab my Gengar. We're going to go ahead and Rare Candy into Gengar here. And guys, this is where the Gengar ability shines, right? So we're going to force him into the energies, or we just... Yeah, so we place the basic onto Gengar. At this point, we're going to Night Stretcher, actually. We're going to grab an energy. We do need the Janines. We'll place that. Guys, we might have to use Pecharunt this game. There's a non-zero chance we have to use Pecharunt. So, this is only hitting for 160. Unfortunate there. Although we could actually kill with the Pecharunt, couldn't we? Let's flip the script. Let's just place damage. Let's just do it. We're just making it more and more convoluted for them, right? So we place the damage, move on. Yeah, it's a tough matchup. It's not looking great. I'm not sure that he can attack with a Drago again, though. I'm really not. He's already popped 2 E-switches. We're going to be taking so much energy away from his board here. And I don't see a way where he can KO the Gengar in one hit. So there's the Drago V-Star. That's scary. Hell of a game, though, guys. Just absolutely great match right now. The boss's orders into the Pecharunt. Oh, my God. Guys. Guys. I mean, guys. This is it. We bossed the Squawk. Oh my God, because we didn't put that energy on the Pecharunt. And because we put that energy onto the Gengar, we win this game. Totally unplanned right there. What a way to end this video. Oh my God, man. Subjugating change. Bring up the Gengar EX. 4 prizes to end the video. We beat the Drago. We took down the same player twice in one video. Man, loyal 4. That's all I gotta say. Guys, thank you, as always, for all of your support on these videos. Again, sorry for the day late, but I wanted to produce something like this so you guys could go have fun. So the Loyal 4 deck list just dropped. We got a new member. Okidogi shoulder blades are no longer hiding. The GOAT of the team. That gnawing curse has pushed many prize cards our direction. Guys, Wednesday, Toad's Cruel. Look for it. Watch for it. We got content coming. Appreciate everybody who's watching. Throw me a sub if you haven't already. Helps channel a lot. We, of course, are looking to make partnership happen eventually. And right now, we're doing great on hours watched. You guys have watched so much of the content. I am so thankful. Definitely got to get the subscriber goal as well, though, to make all that happen. One day, I would love to do this full time. So thank you guys for everything. I will catch you in the next video, and peace out.